Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sheri, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, you honor me. So today I have struggled and I've struggled and I've struggled on what I'm going to record. I have so many things that I want to share with you that I'm actually having trouble trying to come up with a script of some sort for you guys. So I said, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to do whatever I feel like. So if you're kind of into that, I hope you stick around because I don't know what I'm going to do today other than I know for sure we're going to take care of these new guys. So I bought, these are oxalises, which everybody knows. St. Patty's Day has just passed us, and that's when these come out. And this is an Oxalis triangulans, I can't say it, Shamrock plant. And I'm sure most of you are aware of these and you've probably seen them in your shops before, especially around this time. So yeah, I really think they're so cute. I used to have these before I got really back into plants. I had these many years ago. My mom and I both did, and she pretty much did much better with hers than I did. I got angry because they would die off. I didn't really realize back then that they went dormant, and that if you, if you keep them year round, they come back. I didn't really realize that. And the other day I watched a YouTube video that Sydney Plant Guy did on his oxalis, and I was inspired to go out and buy them again and try my hand at it because he makes it look easy. And I really want these back in my life again. And now that I don't have mom with me, she passed on January 22nd this year. And I don't know, I thought, she always loved these little plants. So I want to have one in my room where I keep her plants, and I want to have one out here so I can see. So I think what I'm going to do is pot them up in 2 pots. Combine 2 of them and 2 together and 2 in another, because I do know that they have not corm. They're not corms, but they're a lot like corms, and they double constantly in your soil, and so they need to have room to grow. If you don't have room for them to grow, I suspect that like these, if I bring this up to you, there's a whole bunch of them in here, but you see how these little ones in here, they don't really have a chance because of the towering ones above them. So you really need to have enough room in your pot to be able to have a nice cohesive plant and allow new ones to come up. So, and the more I talk, the more I think the pot that I was going to use, which I was planning on using, where'd it go? What did I do with it? Do I have it in here? Yeah. What I was planning on using is this no drainage pot. Okay, this is pretty good sized pot where I think that all of them, I was planning on doing all of them in here, but I think what I'm going to do is, like I say, is do 2 and so they have room to grow. And I'm choosing no drainage because most of my plants are in no drainage. And I also remember how much these need water. So I'm going to have to build my substrate, less minerals, more tree fern fiber. I don't think I'm going to use peat moss. I think I'm going to stick with that line of thinking is no more peat moss in my plants, because it's over time how heavy it makes our plants, the soil, the compaction of it. I don't want to use it anymore. So those of you who haven't seen my substrate video, if I remember, I'll link it to this video at the end or in the description so you can check it out and then you can see what I did and why I did it. I'm not going to go and repeat myself in this one. Sorry. So I am going to get my bowls that I have to do this in. I need to take these outside and rinse them off since it's warmer out today and the sun's out. I think maybe I'll bring you out with me. Hopefully I don't ruin my camera. But we have a hose out there and I want to get off all the dirt and then we can go from there. So I'm going to get my bowls, a new no drainage vessel, and then I'll see you outside. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I hate having to do this, but I really don't feel like I have an option because I don't want this soil. So I'm just going to turn it on low. Probably should have soaked these. I might have to make them go, I mean, I don't know. They may go dormant on me after this. I may have to, pick the dirt out because I don't think this hose is going to do the trick. Look at all that. Now you know why my back hurts when I do these videos. This doesn't even feel like dirt. I don't even know what it feels like, to be honest. Peat moss. Yeah, he's not going to be happy at all with me. This guy doesn't have much dirt at all. Wow. Look at this. This would be pretty easy. Whoops. You didn't see that. My back. Pretty good sized tubers. This would be a cool plant to hang upside down in one of those pots I've seen people own. Maybe I'll try that sometime. Now this looks like real substrate. It has peat moss in it, and it's coming out real easy. Or not peat moss, perlite. See how easy that's coming off? Unlike the others. I bought these this week, like I said, on Shamrock Day. Or I think it was the day after. I lost a little flower, but not surprised, or not a flower, but... So I've had them, you know, a couple days, but I don't trust this, whatever they have this in. I don't know if you can hear the airplane or not, but I really like hearing airplanes. The small ones. They remind me of when I was little and we were in Florida. We'd go to Florida with my grandparents were there during the winter. And we'd go there for Christmas. And they would fly over the ocean all the time. God, I miss that. I haven't seen the ocean since 2011, maybe. I went with my girlfriend to Destin. She had her own place there, and it was so nice. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be able to get much more off, but we'll have to go inside and see what we can do. Alright. One thing I forgot to tell you is I bought this cactus. It is a Pink Dream, the Pioneer Nursery from Thailand. So, the shop I bought this was not Carlos. It was SoCal Plant Co., I think. Can't swear to that. And I bought this early February when they were in Thailand. And this little Pink Dream, see if I can get that. This Pink Dream I've been waiting on for a month, I guess. It arrived yesterday or last night. It was lost at UPS for, they sent it out. They put it at UPS, I think it was March 10th. I had 3 days shipping, and this little guy didn't get to me till yesterday, and today is the 21st. So 10 days this little baby sat in a box. It's still hard. The roots are a little questionable. They're very dry. I'm going to snip them. I'm going to snip these roots, although I don't want to, but I'm going to snip them to about, I'm going to snip the edges off because there's some dark spots and that worries me. So I'm going to do this first and get this settled before I do the repots of the Oxalis. Now, one thing I've done down here, which I wanted to show you, and I started to, and then I changed my mind. I needed to water my Hoyas instead. I wanted to show you how I redesigned my cacti down there, but my Hoyas are now in the shower. But this is a 2.5-inch pot, and I put all the little ones in a 2.5-inch pot because the 4-inch was way too big for them. 2 of them died because they were underwatered. So I'm hoping, I changed the substrate with more tree fern fiber, and I am bottom watering these now. So I'm hoping that that really helps to improve these. So I don't have any more of this size. So I have a nursery pot that's 2.5 inches, plastic. Not ideal, but that's what I'm going to do, as I'm going to put it in here. And then when I'm going to order some more of my little white ones, terracotta pots, and then I can repot it. It doesn't really matter. I just aesthetically prefer the white pots for these. And honestly, though, these are probably just as good, if not better, for them. And I say that because the clear plastic one, I can see everything. And it has air holes down here, so it'd be really good to soak the water up. There's drainage. There is drainage on this too, but it's a little bitty hole at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know. So we're going to do that real quick. Let me see what kind of mix I have in here. What I've been doing in here is mostly cacti, so this should be just fine. But this won't be fine for these. And I'm thinking what I'll probably have to do is I don't want to contaminate this one for these because I don't plan on using all that type of heavy tree fern fiber for my normal plants. So I have Hoyas, my Anthurium, my Monsteras. Everybody pretty much is going to reside into the less tree fern fiber, more mineral mix. These are so easy. They're so easy, but they are difficult to care for because you just don't know one day to the next if you're doing it right or if you're doing it wrong. Like I've seen planty creators cut roots off these and say that's the right thing to do, but I've not ever done it until now. I'm just going to set him right on top like that because you can't really put these gymnos down far. It just doesn't work that way. The roots are so tiny. So now they don't like you giving them water right away. They say you shouldn't, but because it's been in a box 10 months, 10 days, when I bottom water these tomorrow, I will go ahead and do the same with this one. So he'll have another night without water, but I think that's okay because now he'll be in a substrate. I don't like him in that, but it's okay. It's better than not having him in anything. And the 2.5 inch may be too small for him, but since his roots are so tiny, I think that that's probably the best, you know. All right, so get some water. These are going to be difficult to get the dirt out. And I know that I'm shocking the heck out of them right now, and I hate that. I hate that. But I really don't know what else to do, you know? I don't want them in this stuff. I mean, in theory, they grow so fast. I could just chop all this root off and be done with it. I might just, I'm being a little bit tough here. But they're resilient. They'll come back. I'm okay with losing the petals. I don't want to lose the petals and flowers. But I don't want this stuff in my house, you know. It's just goop. It's just, I can tell it's all peat. And I understand why they do it. They want pretty flower. They want the pretty flowers, and they want the shamrocks. Otherwise, people aren't going to buy the plant, right? And the old days, before I knew what plant care was all about and how to keep a collection, before I even had a collection, I would buy them and leave them in a nursery pot and then wonder why they would die so fast. And every time, you know, Mom was the same. She was like, they're not happy with me. Look how bald they are, you know. They're getting really bald. And a lot of that had to do with, one, it could have been overwatering. It could have been not enough watering. I know she had it in the direct sun. And where I think mine didn't have a direct sun. But I don't know, I honestly don't remember why mine died, and then I must have just given up on them. I didn't even know they had tubers. I had no clue what these tubers. I freaked out. I still remember. I think it was springtime or end of summer, and I decided I was going to take them outside and dump them, and they could regrow or whatever outside. And I saw these tubers, and I thought they were like worms or something. I freaked out, guys. I was like, Mom, what? And I showed it to her, and she said, oh, those are just tubers. They're fine. That's what they grow out of. I had no clue, guys. I had no clue. I just didn't. I hate doing this. I really do. I really hate this. I think this is probably pretty good. I know that this big long tuber here, it's got a lot of dirt around it. Are you guys horrified? I'm kind of horrified myself. But I'm trusting the process. This plant's not going through anything different than any of my others when I bring them home. And they do just fine after a while. These little guys were only $10 at the market when I got them. I'm like, wow, it's amazing how much, when you buy online, how much money you spend. $10 for one pot. And I think I saw someone selling them for like 25. Now, I don't know how big they were. But imagine these going through the mail. And then you have to do this. And repot them. And then you're spending the money on the mail. So, all right. So here's this one. I think that's probably good enough for now. I'm going to rinse these outside one more time. I'm not going to take you with me. It's too much. This is one big tuber. So nice outside. We've had the craziest weather. It was winter time just three days ago. I was in my big winter coat. Now it's 70. I think we're supposed to dip down into freezing again this coming week. One just kind of broke off. Okay, I guess I just have to do it. Sorry, little guy. What a mess. I think this was a bad idea. I should have waited till everything died off and then repotted, but I just can't do it. I can't do that. It's too risky to my collection to have this stuff. Not knowing, you know, what's living in it. I don't know. I just can't. I can't do it. I've seen too many people online they made it one wrong mistake, trusting, and impacted their whole collection. So I just have to remember, as awful as they're going to look when I'm done, they'll grow back. This is perfect soil for gnats and root mealies, you know, this thick, wet stuff. No, thank you. Okay, I'm just going to cut this. So if we walk away with any guys at all left, we'll be amazed. So I'm going to wash that rest off. This is the easier one. This one's the one with the perlite. More normal soil. I should have, you know what I should have done? I should have just bought these not flowered yet. I should have just gone out and bought seeds and done it that way, or buy the tubers that way. Sure would have been easier. And less destructive, that's for sure. But I really was impressed with Jan's Oxalis, and he was talking about airflow and how important it is to shake your plants. And he was shaking how he shook his, and the hole that he had in it, kind of like my mom talked about, came back thicker because airflow is so important to your plants, which I need to turn on my fan again out here, which I typically run during the summertime, and I put it away. I put it up wintertime. Let's see. This is a big bad boy here. I'm not even... It's almost easier just to cut it. Get it out that way. You know, this is so thick. But yeah, I found it very interesting, this last video of his, and I thought, well, if his can look like that, shaking it, right? They're pretty resilient. And he pretty much proved his point, because he had what it looked like before he started shaking it. When I say shake, he's not like how terrible I'm doing right now. We're talking just enough that he can make a short out of it and show everybody how nice his plant looks. You know, if you've seen his plant, you know what I'm talking about. His Oxalis is beautiful. And that's really all, that's all I want here, but I want to start off right. I don't want this schmuck in my house, in my pot, because one, it's all different. When I say different, the medium's different, all of them, and if you have any of this left, it may be too much because I'm putting it in no drainage, you know? I don't know. This wasn't too bad. So what I'm gonna do is take these out and rinse them off, and then we'll come back and repot them. I'll clean this up so I can't stand it messy, this dirt, so I'm gonna dump this dirt and we can repot it. It's nice, it's a nice tuber, that's for sure. They've got some really nice tubers here. But there's only a few of them. So these are all going to be... These are okay, they don't need to be rewashed. This can be thrown out. I feel bad about my little flowers though. Phooey. I have so much that I want to do with you guys that I can't even think straight, really. But I don't want to make a really long video, so I'll probably pop on after I'm done doing this one and maybe do another one. My backlog of videos are done with. I have no videos scheduled at all, so I had to pop on and do something today. All right, here we are, guys. Looks very small now, doesn't it? I almost feel like I could just put them in one pot because there's not many tubers here at all. So we'll see. Like, they're just like little tomatoes, or not tomatoes, but potatoes. Poor little guys. Honestly, but I want room for them to grow, so I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not putting any leca in here. I'm gonna be mostly all tree fern. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put my tree fern fiber in here. Which, it's bad tree fern fiber. It's mostly, I hate this. I hate it when it's dry, when it comes dry. I think I'll rinse it off for sure. That's what they do, is when they make these bags of stuff, you know, it's just like, can't they just at least try to get out the dust? No, it's tree fern fiber, but still. Very light, but it's just, I've got to get the stuff out. Okay, so I sifted it the best that I could without losing any of my tree fern fiber, and then I wet it down pretty good. Yeah, it's not the best, but you can't really, I don't have a sifter, and I really need a sifter, which would be great. I'll let my dog in. Oh, it doesn't look like he wants in yet. But a sifter would be ideal. I've seen another creator use sifters before, and for their cacti, I really need to get one. All right, so now, what am I going to do here? So. Good question. I need to combine some of my mix. So we're going to do mostly tree fern fiber. And then we're going to have minerals. As I spill them all over my table. Hopefully you guys can see. The struggle is real with this camera. I've got this new camera set up that I love, but I can't see that little screen. And when I say little, it's smaller than any phone that's out today. Yeah, this looks perfect. Let me show it to you. I think this looks perfect. So it's not real. It's not really loaded with the mix. It's mostly tree fern fiber. This is kind of how I would have made my old mix when I was planting up my aeroids, my anthurium, and my alocasia. But not anymore. All right. This is not going to be enough. What I want is, it needs to be down far enough because these things double, right? So, and I want them low enough that they don't fall out of the pot. So I think what I'll do is, like I say, I'm not putting leca at the bottom. There's only a few plants that I do that with. And that's when I know that they love moisture. I think that this is not going to be enough. It obviously is not going to be enough. So, and this is why I say I think that having, instead of having the, if I were to just have the tubers, like if I cut this off, maybe that's what I should do. Should I just cut it off? You didn't see that. I have a reason for this. I really do. I just, you know, just trust the process. Trust the crazies. Yeah. So really, I need to make some more here. I may not put these two separate pots, but we'll see. We shall see. I didn't get all of this. It was really hard to get underneath. A lot of this at the bottom is still loose. I didn't want to sop the tree fern. That wasn't my intent. But I'm not going to use all of that dust either. Jan said that when he put all of his tubers in a pot, he regretted it because they double in size. So I need to keep telling myself that so I don't feel like I have to put them all in one pot. Actually, start second guessing myself as usual. That's what we do. is really kind of hard. This is a big guy. But I think that's all I'm going to do. Is that all I'm going to do? Yeah, because these are... Well, they're not stuck together anymore. But they are the bigger ones. I don't know, guys. I kind of think I'm going to just put them all in one pot. I don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I can repot him next year. You know, he waited 2 years. Maybe I can do that too. No. I'm so funny. You guys probably think you're nuts. That I am. This is just how it is. The life of a homeowner, house planter. I mean, let's just try it this way. I just feel like the 2 of these may be too much. You know what I mean? How am I going to do this without squashing all of them? Maybe that's why you're not supposed to do it this way. Oh, I just keep hearing myself, you know, separate it. I wish you guys were here. You could tell me what I should do. Would you vote to separate or vote to keep them all in one? Tell me in the comments. It'll be too late, but you can still tell me. I'm putting them all in here. I'm gonna do it. Really hard to see. It'll be a miracle if these survive. hard to, what you guys don't see is this huge light that's blaring down on me. You would think that I would be able to see really good, but I can't because the light is directly, I guess, facing me. And it kind of puts shadows in here. Makes it really difficult. But looks like, from what I can tell, you can see very good, which is the most important. That's a mess. It's a mess in there. I have to repot a couple other plants. That I have. After this, so I will probably make that another video. What I want here is to make sure the tubers are completely covered, which it looks like that they are. Then I can clean up the glass when I'm done here. I think they'll like their tree fern fiber better than the other schmuck that they were in. We'll see. We shall see. What a mess. I mean, I could have used leca, but I really didn't want to waste it on tubers. If something happens to this plant or these tubers and they don't do very well, I'll just try again. And I think next time, well, I don't even know if there would be a next time, because the nice thing about these plants are how easy they propagate. So as long as you have one tuber can become 20 tubers, you know? So it'll be fine. I mean, it looks really beat up, but, and, which is understandable, right? So that's what she looks like. Maybe I'll do a short this week or next week, since you won't see this till next week. I'll do a short on this, and then you can see the update within a week of the video. Yeah, I think she looks cute. I think I'll have regrets, obviously, not having it in 2, but we can easily change that if we want to. But I kind of want to be, I want to do less repots. It's just a lot of work, and honestly now, I don't want to repot that often. I just don't. It's a lot of work, and it's expensive. It's expensive, you know? So, hey guys, this is the day after. Can you believe that? They are actually opened. So we'll see how she goes. We'll see. Oops. I need to stop touching her. I think that's all I'm going to do with you today. So, yeah. Come back next week and watch me repot my Scindapsus. I'm definitely doing my Scindapsus this next one around. And I think I may do 2 or 3 Anthurium that really hate the drainage or the no drainage right now. I think I'm going to do those and put them back in no drainage, but I am going to use my new mix, not such heavy stuff. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.